So today we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077 and the new gameplay details that have just arrived. Sorry if I sound like I just got throat punched by Master Chief. I'm a little sick today. Some of the details may put off a lot of players that love The Witcher 3. If you don't know, The Witcher 3 is strictly third person. Well, the new Cyberpunk 2077 that's made by CD Projekt Red is going to be a first-person RPG. The gameplay is going to be in first person perspective, but switch to third person during a cutscene. So you'll still be able to see your character, but I don't think you'll be able to play in the third person unless you're driving. They have said that if you're driving a vehicle in the game, it can be switched from first person to third person. So you can either be a man or a woman, but your name will always be V. Yes, just the letter V. That's it, just V. You'll never be able to have a different name, but that might not be a bad thing because you'll be able to get more role playing aspect out of it with your character already named. Because a lot of the times RPGs struggle with voice protagonists when you create your own name because no one ever calls you by your name. Now there will be stats you can pick from: strength, constitution, intelligence, reflexes, tech, and cool. Reflexes, tech, and cool is a little different. Maybe reflexes, if you level up that skill, you can move faster. You can do certain things, like maybe you could slide. They said there will be wall running later on, so maybe that has part of it. I'm guessing tech is going to be like technology you can use, like maybe you can use drones or whatnot. But I'm not certain, so don't quote me on that. Now, cool. I'm not. That's the one that I'm most curious about. I'm thinking maybe it's like if you have certain skills, it will lower your cooldown rates on using that skill, so you can use them more often. But I'm not entirely sure. There are no classes at the start of the game. Instead, you will evolve the class you want to be as you play instead of picking a role. I think that's a good thing because it doesn't limit what you can what you can do. It just goes off by how you play the game. There will be you have your own apartment. It sounds like there will be multiple apartments that you can choose from with different options, and you can pick them throughout the game. While you're driving in first person, the UI appears digitally on the windshield, so that sounds pretty cool. I'm worried that maybe some of that UI will get in the way of driving. I'm thinking a lot of people are probably going to be driving the third person, but it depends on how the world works. You can engage in combat while driving. The AI will take over steering as you lean out the window and shoot at enemies. I'm worried about how well the AI is going to work when driving. Are they going to slam into other vehicles? CD Projekt Red also describes Cyberpunk as a mature experience intended for mature audiences. So I'm sorry, little 9-year-old Timmy, you probably won't be able to really play this game. There'll be nudity in this game. That has been confirmed. I also heard you can have one night stands with NPC characters, certain ones of them. I'm not too sure on the details, but that is why it's definitely not meant for younger audiences. Damage numbers pop up during combat. That's interesting. So it sounds a lot like what you'll see from a Destiny type game. There is a bullet time like ability that allows you to slow down time. So that's going back to the cool. I think it will let you use these abilities more often. You use an inhaler to heal. That's probably because certain countries do not allow you to have use drugs in a positive manner. Like I know Australia is really big on that. If they used like let's say a needle and you inject this needle to heal, it might be quite difficult for this game to be allowed in Australia. So that's probably why they're using an inhaler to heal. It's not a big deal. Gunplay feels slower than Borderlands or Doom, but it is faster than Fallout 4. So we just saw gameplay footage of Rage 2, so I'm guessing it's going to be slower than that, which is okay, because you don't want it too fast. CD Projekt showed off some late game abilities, including mantis-like blade arms and wall running. Now we saw those mantis-like blade arms, And the first teaser trailer, they'll probably use for up close and personal melee combat, and it'll probably do quite a bit of damage. Wall running is interesting. I'm curious to see how that works out, how that works out with the world. It is confirmed that it is an open world, that you open up more of the world with street cred. For example, a specific jacket might raise it by 5%, allowing you access to new places. Completing quests also levels up your street cred. That is most of the details from Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people seem turned off that Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person RPG, since CD Projekt Red has usually always made third-person RPGs, especially the Witcher series. That is a fan favorite from CD Projekt Red. A lot of people love that game, and so going from third person to first person has thrown a lot of people off. I've even seen Twitter comments like, "Oh, I'm not buying this game. I don't want to play this game." And that's understandable if you aren't a fan of the first person mode. From my understanding, though, it is still a CD Projekt Red RPG. And so I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this game going into a first person perspective. Do you think that will make you want to play this game more, or does it really put you off? Let me know down in the comments, and thanks for watching the video.